Hello, my second grade students. I am your teacher Hanadi from Al Farouk Academy. The outcomes of the exercises are recognize the questions and the answers and recognize the names of the cities. Okay, so open your workbook, page 18, please. We have two exercises according to page 18 in the student book. 1. Write the names of the cities. Look at the map. We have to write the names of the cities here. So, number 1 is Mexico City. 2. London. Number 3 is Beijing. 4. New York. And 5 is Cairo. 2. Look at London and draw the times in the clocks. So we want to draw the times in the clocks according to London. We said before that the difference of time between London precedes the time in Mexico about 6 hours. So the time in London is 6 o'clock. So the time in Mexico City is 12 o'clock. Very good. 2. Beijing. We said before that the time in Beijing precedes the time in London about 7 to 8 hours. So, look at London. The time is 6. So, the time in Beijing is 1 o'clock. Very good. 1 o'clock. 4. New York. We said before that the time in London precedes the time in New York about 4 hours. About 4 hours. So, the time in London is 6 o'clock. So, the time in New York is 1 o'clock. 1 o'clock. Very good. 5. Cairo. The time in Cairo precedes the time in London about 2 hours. 2 hours. So, the time in London is 6 o'clock. So, the time in Cairo is 8 o'clock. Yes. Go to page 19 in the workbook. Page 19. 1. Read and answer. 1. It's 11 o'clock in the evening in London. What time is it in Cairo? What time is it in Cairo? We said before that the time in Cairo precedes the time in London about 2 hours. About 2 hours. So, what time is it in Cairo? It's 1 o'clock in the afternoon in Cairo. 2. It's 2 o'clock in the afternoon in London. So, what time is it in New York? What time is it in New York? We said before that time in London precedes the time in New York about 4 hours. So, it's 9 o'clock in the morning. It's 9 o'clock in the morning. It's 7 o'clock in the evening in London. What time is it in Mexico City? 3. It's 7 o'clock in the evening in London. What time is it in Mexico City? The time in London precedes the time in Mexico about 6 hours. So, it's 1 o'clock in the afternoon. It's 1 o'clock in the afternoon. 4. It's 11 o'clock in the morning in London. What time is it in Beijing? We said before that the time in Beijing precedes the time in London about 8 hours. So, it is 6 o'clock in the evening. It's 6 o'clock in the evening. 2. Choose two cities, draw and write. Okay. According to the concept that times are different in different parts of the world, you can choose any city that you like and draw a picture about it. For example, picture 1. It's 4 o'clock in New York. Sarah is sleeping. Picture 2. It's 9 o'clock in London. John is walking to school. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.